Dez Bryant, best wide receiver on the open market. Let's get it, man. You guys, your boy ODJ back here with the normal flowing videos. And I told you guys I'd post a video on Wednesday, but I got swamped. So it's either going to go up Thursday night, which is Thursday right now, or it's going to go up Friday morning. So just be ready to expect that. I'm dropping a Dez Bryant video, a Richard Sherman video, Ronald Jones, running back from USC, highlight video, and one more college player. So be expecting 4 videos going up, and then we're going to continue back on my normal stuff. I typically post 4 videos at a time, so that's just how we're going to do it. Now, Dez Bryant, we're going to watch his highlight tape. But first, before we watch his highlight tape, we're going to discuss the whole situation with him and how everything's played out and where he's currently at the moment. So, Dez Bryant, of course, as we all know, has been talked about all offseason because he was getting an exorbitant amount of money. I think he was getting $14 or $16 million these past 3 years. Ever since he had that crazy breakout year in 2014, held out a little bit, got that check, and got that money in 2015, right? Yes, he got that money in 2015, 2016, 2017. He has not produced. 2015 made sense because he was injured. Last year made a little bit more sense because Dak Prescott was a rookie and they were feeding the ball to Ezekiel Elliott more, and we got the sense that they were being light on Dak Prescott in terms of throwing the ball deep and forcing the ball to Dez, and that wasn't really the primary thing of the team. The primary thing of the team was give the ball to Ezekiel Elliott, Dak, you dink and dunk to Cole Beasley, Jason Witten, and Dez Bryant, and move the chains. And Dez did have some pretty good games that year. They went 13-3 to really help them out. The playoff game against the Packers, he did really well. The game against the Vikings still had a good defense that year, 2 years ago when Dak was a rookie. They had a really good defense. He stepped up, scored some really big touchdowns towards the end of the year. So Dez was still pretty instrumental, but he didn't have a huge year. And everybody's like, okay, Dak's in his second year. They're going to have some more rapport. But no, obviously that didn't happen. Dez and Jason Witten pretty much had the same exact statistics, even though Dez was targeted like I think top 10 in the league in terms of targets. So with all of that, combining with the salary that he's getting, and he's one of the reasons why Dallas can't get any significant splash pieces because they don't have the money available because of one of his contract just in itself. They had to let him go. Everybody was suspecting it. A lot of people were suspecting a pay cut. They weren't really expecting him to get cut. But getting cut is not super out of the realm in football. But when it comes to Jerry Jones, the way he is with certain players, and we've seen Jerry Jones' whole relationship with Dez Bryant, it was a little bit of a shock to a lot of people that he got cut. But at the end of the day, I mean, Dez being gone from the Cowboys does make them better. It kind of turned into like a T.O. with a young QB type of situation that was like already volatile. You know what I'm saying? Because like T.O. wants the ball, but the thing is, like, T.O., whenever he asked for the ball, he never didn't produce. He always produced when he asked for the ball. Even though last year was with Cincinnati, he got 1,000 yards, 10 touchdowns, and he was old as shit. You know? So the thing is, well, how I'm comparing is because Dez wants the ball. When he got the ball thrown to him, he dropped a lot of them. He wasn't open. He didn't get separation, and he wasn't producing. He just wasn't producing when he was asking for the ball, which low-key hindered Dak Prescott. But then again, it was like a whole thing because the opposing team understood that Dez wasn't who Dez was, right? So they would single cover Dez, and they would go to the guys that Dak would dink and dunk to in terms of Cole Beasley and Jason Witten. And we're not even going to talk about Terrence Williams because Terrence Williams was pretty much just irrelevant the whole year. So they double Jason Witten, they double Beasley, and then they load up the, well, you can't really load up the box if you double both of them. But then they put everybody else on run support, and then with Zeke leaving, and they're doubling Jason Witten and Cole Beasley, and Dez not bringing who he is, all of that just kind of played into a part of why everything just went wrong for the Dallas Cowboys this year. But especially for Dez, everything just didn't work out for nothing worked out for Dez. Nothing worked out for Dez really this past season. They didn't go to the playoffs. His production was down. He was looking at a pay cut. He got scrutinized the whole offseason before the free agency. And I felt really bad for Dez, deadass. I told you guys, Dez used to be one of my favorite players, and possibly one of the play that made me become become a huge Dez fan is gonna be here. Because right now, Odell Beckham is my favorite player. Before that, it was Dez Bryant, and then it switched over to Patrick Peterson, and now it's OBJ. But yeah, that play's probably gonna be in here. We're gonna watch that. So now we're at this point because of all the reasons I just highlighted that you all probably well know, because it's been heavily documented, heavily talked about on ESPN, Fox Sport, the internet, about how Dez was a huge hindrance. I remember a couple years. I remember when that's crazy when Donovan McNabb. I don't think it's ever gonna come back on TV. But I remember when he was on TV during Dak's rookie year. Dak and Dez is just like such a hard thing to kind of separate. I don't know how these freaking announcers do it. These fucking sports talkers do it, but they do it. He said to trade Dez Bryant because Dez Bryant was gonna become a hindrance, and everybody thought he was crazy. Now look, he's released from the team. But because of everything I just highlighted and everything you guys know, looking at the internet, watching TV, that's why Dez is released. Now we fast forward to him in the aftermath, and I'm not really surprised he's like this. He just got cut from his favorite team that he wanted to play for. He got cut by a team that his father heavily revered. His father loved the Dallas Cowboys. I think his dad died, and he said that this draft day how this was an act of from heaven, from God, you know, how he got drafted by his dad's favorite team and how he's gonna ball out for that team, which he did. He was living his literal dream, and now it's snatched from him because in his mind, I'm not gonna lie about it, everybody over talked about it. Of course, I never really highlighted it in my channel like I did specific videos about it, which I'm doing right now. But everybody from, you know, the worldwide leader to the upcomer on Fox Sports to everybody on the internet just kept talking about how Dez should lose his money, talking about how Dez should get a pay cut, talking about how Dez should get traded. It was kind of, it was really overblown, and that kind of sucks for him. I feel really bad for him. But it is what it is. You know, you're in a performance-based business. Once you stop performing, you're going to get cut, and you're going to get scrutinized, and everybody's going to be cutthroat because you're not performing. Same in my job, you know. I'll be performing for 8 months, 9 months straight. I hit 2 bad months in a row. I'm working part-time. I have full-time in school, and I have my own African family life. For all you Africans out there, you know, if you have school and work, it don't matter. You still got your African family to worry about. So that doesn't even matter, because literally they'll say, I don't care if you're at work, I don't care if you're at school, I still want you to get A's, I still want you to make money, but you better give us your whole full attention. So all you Africans know that. You know, but the second you stop performing for 2 months at my job, you know, they're out here calling you like, oh, you don't want to work here seriously, this, that, and the third. I'm like, bro, I just sold like 12, 14 cars like 2 months ago. Like, what are you talking about? I don't want to work here. And then, you know, it sucks, but that's just the way it is in a performance-based business. All performance-based businesses, it's gonna get cutthroat really fast, because everybody will love you, but then everybody will automatically just all emotions will just drop for you once you stop performing. So he in his mind is feeling, you know, really hurt in his heart, talking about how there were other factors that played into him getting cut, with AKA the Garrett guys, which I mostly thought he was talking about Jason Witten. I don't think Dak Prescott would go out of his way and say, I don't want Dez here, because, you know, I don't think Dak's the type of guy, and Dak is really young. I mean, in his mind, I think he would rather not have Dez, but I don't think he will go out of his way and say, hey, I want this guy gone, I don't want him on my team. I don't think he has enough cachet for that. The only person that has enough cachet for that is Jason Witten. But then again, I don't think Jason Witten's that type of guy to go up and say, hey, you gotta cut this guy, I don't want this guy back. Especially when it comes to money and stuff. Like, I don't even think it's that deep. Dez is just reaching. He's just reaching, trying to find an explanation that's not based on him. So it is what it is on that standpoint. So he's talking about how he wants to play in the division. He saw what Richard Sherman did, which we'll talk about in my next video. But that's just where he is right now. And as of today, one spot is opened up because I was 150% sure he's not going to go to Philadelphia. I was 150% sure he wasn't going to go to Washington. If he did go to Washington, it would be so much worse for him. Oh my God. If Dez Bryant went to Washington, whew, man, I do not think he would have done well at all. And just by the way the organization runs things, they would have shitted on him if he did bad over there. The way they shitted on Kirk Cousins, the way they shitted on, who else they shit? They shitted on Kirk Cousins a lot. Jay Gruden shitted on RG3. And then you guys know you guys know everything else before, you know, they got RG3. There was some shit. Every single quarterback that came through got shitted on. They had some good players, ran them out of town, overpaid for a lot of players. You know, it's just a no bueno. If he went to Washington, it would just be 10 times worse for him. Of course, but now that leads to the New York Giants. Now, as of today, Brandon Marshall has been released, and everybody was like, oh, that's because of Dez. I saw the report. It's apparent that Brandon Marshall did not pass a physical, and that's why he was cut. And it's kind of scary, you know, how you got injured early on in the season, and then you still couldn't pass your physical. So, if I were the Giants and Brandon Marshall is I'm pretty sure he's in 10 plus years in the NFL. I'm pretty sure, I'm not 100% sure. Comment down below for me, because you guys know I don't get everything right. That's why I got you guys there for me. But yeah, Brandon Marshall just got released, and as Dez stated, him, OBJ, Sterling Shepard, Eli Manning, possibly Saquon Barkley, and Evan Ingram, who was a possible Rookie of the Year candidate if his team went to the playoffs. That is a very, very scary offense. But then again, I said Eli Manning. Bruh, Eli Manning is some crust. Like, dead ass. If it wasn't for OBJ, he would have been gone 3 years ago. Dead ass with you. OBJ is produced every single year. Every single year, Eli Manning's numbers look aight. They look aight with OBJ. Aight. And he has Evan Ingram there now. And he has Dez. Now, this just makes everything more possible. And to be honest with you, everybody was saying how he should have gone to a team with a good QB, because I honestly didn't think, to me personally, I don't think Dez could go anywhere that like he never mentioned before, because the way I see Dez is just like, I can't see Dez going somewhere and not demanding targets like he's a #1 wide receiver when he obviously wouldn't even be the best receiver on a team unless he admitted it. And he obviously just admitted that he knows OBJ is going to, he knows OBJ's better than him. OBJ's actually his boy. You guys saw, I don't know if it was this year or 2 years ago, when there was that pregame warm-up of him, Dez and OBJ playing around pregame, throwing the ball a little bit, chatting it up a little bit. I feel like they're really good friends. So, I mean, I don't know per se if he thinks if he knows OBJ's better than him, but at least they have a good friendship and connectivity, because at least Dez won't, you know, start hounding, like, why are you throwing him the ball? Like, why you fuck with him more? You know what I'm saying? He's going to be a little bit more laid back because he had, one, it's his boy, and two, you know, he might think he's better than him. But every single other scenario I saw, I just see Dez wondering why he's not getting the ball enough. Throwing a temper tantrum because he thinks he deserves the ball more when he obviously is, one, either not getting open, or two, just not even the best receiver on the team. And then he's just going to become a whole locker room distraction. So those are my whole thoughts on Dez. With the release of Brandon Marshall today, I think it's going to be more and more likely, if Dez does not give a fuck about the money, that he's going to go to the New York Giants, which will help, of course. The New York Giants have been pretty good in free agency these past 2 years. You know, 2 years ago, they amped up their defense, got to the playoffs, led by their defense. Last year, they went and got Brandon Marshall, who has been a legit receiver every single year he's been in the league, with every single quarterback he's had, no matter how bad the quarterback or how bad the quarterback was perceived. He was good with Ryan Fitzpatrick. He was good with Luke McCown. He was good with Jay Cutler. You know, and what do you have? Ryan Tannehill for 1 year? He had Ryan Tannehill for 1 year. So, you know, you know, it is what it is on that standpoint. I thought that Brandon Marshall was going to be a splash hit because there's no prior evidence that he wasn't going to be, but he got injured, so it is what it is. The injury gods, you know, stopped him from continuing on having a good, solid body of work in terms of whole career. How long is this video? Oh, it's 9 minutes, and we have 14 minutes left. All right, shit. But it's either going to be to the Giants, and he's gonna get legit like no money at all, or I honestly don't see anywhere else. I've thought and thought and thought. I don't see anywhere else Dez can go, and it makes a lot of sense. Unless besides the Giants, because he obviously talked about it, and he's obviously boys with OBJ. But it's just in my head. I don't see any other place where he can go, and it makes sense. Of course, like Adrian Peterson went to the New Orleans Saints. Didn't make a ton of sense, but it happened. And then you saw after 3 weeks, it didn't make no sense. So he was deuce, coos. You know what I'm saying? He was out. He's out. That's the same thing I see with Dez, unless he goes to the Giants and unless he kind of relaxes himself, because he's with the work. Eli Manning is like a worse version of Tony Romo with 2 Super Bowls. You know what I'm saying? Like, like what? So we'll see how that goes. I think he's gonna go to the Giants. Another team, I don't see it making sense, but it could happen. So let's hop into these highlight tape. Right now, it's gonna be. Looks like it's about 9 minutes long, but you know me, I can turn a 9-minute long video into a 30-minute video. So don't tempt me. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get back in my YouTube groove. So let's hop into this video right now, my guys and gals. Oh, we're starting off with his very first NFL touchdown, the punt return against the Bears. I remember he juked the fuck out of that kicker. Bruh, man. Prime Dez. Oh, shit. Oh, okay. That was about to be, I thought he snatched it, but he still bobbled it a little bit. I remember he was punt returning in his early days. Hold up. Man, he used to have some straight line speed on these holes, bro. And he had some good vision. He don't do that no more, bro. Maybe he might still be with them if he was doing that shit. Prince of Mukamara, get out of here, bro. This was the game. Oh, that's not Prince of Mukamara, that's Thomas. This was the game I fell in love with Dez. Hopefully they show, because the touchdown that he scored that turned me into a fan did not count because his finger was out of bounds. Bruh, please tell me they're going to put that in here, bruh. That catch is ridiculous, man. All these catches are going to be 50-50 balls. Is it here? It's here! Oh, no, it's not here. It's not here. It's not this one. Oh, they didn't put it. I'm sick. I'm about to cry. Bro, he caught that? It's a little fake. Open as fuck. Scoops! Oh, no, I thought he was going to scoop him. You know if it was somebody, if it was Shifty or dude, he would have gotten between both of them. Now, I'm not going to lie. Dez always had a really good game against the Washington Redskins, bro. I think he scored this all the way. My goodness, man. Is that 80 yards? 70 yards? Man. Dez was my dude, bro. Dez had us throwing up the X, bro. He had kids throwing up the X. Hey, yo. Hey. He had people throwing up the X before Wakanda, bro. What y'all know about that, bro? Oh, that was just... Oh, my goodness. I don't even know why you were running all the way. I don't even know what you were expecting, big fella. Slant route. Man, I remember these days with the Cowboys. I like the Cowboys a lot, bro, man. I'm not going to lie to you, man. They had Dez. They had Miles Austin. Man, damn, bro. This was the vintage days. Even though they weren't winning shit, I like them. Because, like, they were a good team. They're a fun team to watch. But, like, they're never going to face the Patriots because they didn't do shit in the playoffs. It was okay. Oh, was that the game they played New Orleans when they were undefeated? I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. Bruh, did you literally see that route, bruh? He literally they was literally blocking the whole way and just got up and just snatched it. Just fake. My goodness. Hey, that's a good one no one said before. He had people throwing up the X before Wakanda. Dead ass. Dead ass. Man! Oh, yes. We all remember this game. We all remember this game, bro. My fucking goodness. That was the 48-51 Tony Romo throws an interception game. I remember this one, too. It was a big game. Dez versus Megatron. And then Dez went up and got that touchdown. And then we all knew that Dez really wanted to be. This was the year that we knew. This was the year that Dez Bryant jumped in the top, like, 5 conversational wide receivers. Freaking ridiculous. I remember I watched that game live. Fuck, man. Oh, my God. Man. Fuck. I used to fuck with Dez heavy, bro. Jeez. Oh, this is the deep route right here. Bombs away. Wide open. Rams, what you doing? This is St. Louis. One hand, fight through it, touchdown. He always finished the freaking Redskins, bro. He always finished the Redskins, bro. Now, Tony Romo was something else, but... Oh, this was the slant route that he stiff-armed the dude and took it all the way. Right there. Yoinks. In London. Just a freaking monster. Fought through that. Still, get out of here, kid. Man. Shit. I remember this one too. Man, that was when the whip was lit. Man, Dez, what happened to you, bro? What happened to Dez, bro? I'm not gonna lie. I was watching Jason Whitlock, and one of the smartest things he ever said was, maybe it's not Dez. It might literally be Dak. Which made a lot of sense to me. Oh my god, I remember this. I remember this, bro. Bakari Rambo, I think he got cut after that shit. I think this is the one-hand Moss. Oh, no, not that one. Beautiful catch. 1, 2-sies, hosies. Man, out here balling, man. He was really balling for the culture, bruh. Bruh. He's balling for the culture. Did you see him just fighting through stuff? With freaking Matt Castle. My God. Touchdown. Dez. Going up there and eating stuff. This was the one hand. This has to be. Is it? No. That's the one that tied up to take him to overtime. I remember that. I remember I watched that game last year. 2 years ago. 2 years ago. This is the game where Ezekiel Elliott busted out against the freaking Pittsburgh Steelers. Like I said, 2 years ago, Dez came up when he needed to for Dak. He did. One hand. Damn. They're playing some really nice background music. I'm just not playing it. I'm not playing it loud enough. But I fuck with it. Yeah, this is when they... Oh, this is the playoff game. Yeah, that was one touchdown. He scored another touchdown this game, too. Dez was okay for Dak's rookie year. You know, I could understand why his stats were down. Oh, this was the game. This was the game. This Broncos game. This was the game that was the downfall of Dez Bryant this year. It was this exact game. The Broncos game, bruh. That was the beginning of the downfall. I don't think he got that shit in. He didn't do shit this game either. What did he do? He scored that tough touchdown. But they scored like 21 points that game, and they almost lost. Touchdown, Tigers. Oh, dang, I haven't said that in a while. Fellas, and gals out there who watch my channel, you guys know the Mighty Mighty Tigers commercial. They always play that commercial, so I always just say that. My goodness. Mossy, saucy. It's a little saucy. Bashar Beelan got mossed, and he caught nuts at the same time. Jack Rabbit, where you going? But the thing is, bro, Dez Bryant ran smoother back in the day. He scored this game? Oh, shit, that was a nice catch. Sean Smith, you're some garbage. All of the Oakland Raiders DBs some garbage, except for Carl Joseph. I got to give him at least one more year to see if he's doing something. That got the fuck out of there. I think this was a nice catch. I remember I watched this. I remember I reacted to this game. Man. And that's it for you guys. Oh. You guys just watched my former favorite player. His highlights for his team. Damn, man. You guys saw it to that video. I just running through the memories, man. Gotta be throwing up the X, bro. But now Carter got me going like this because Dez didn't do like this for a break. Shit. Rough. Rough. Dez hasn't done this for so long he couldn't even tweet about how Wakanda took his shit. Cause he wasn't doing it. It's rough, bro. It's rough. But that's it. Now you guys know how I feel about the situation. The information that I know that I'm really into you and what I think is going to happen, and how I felt and how I feel about my boy Dez Bryant. The only team that will make sense for him is the Giants. But dead ass with you, I don't see a resurgence in his career. I do not see another 1,500, 1,300 yard season with 10 or 10 plus touchdowns in his career again. Of course, that's the thing I love about sports, because I can say that and then he can prove me wrong. So that's it for me. This video is long as shit. This video was like almost 30 minutes. Thank you guys for watching all the way through if you did. Catch you guys in my next video. Deuce.